Okay, Thursday, 16th of October, 2025. So, Adrian's daily vlog, sharing smart stuff men should know. Careful what you mix with women. Careful what topics you mix with women. Getting them involved in certain things. So, I made an interesting comment recently, a few days ago. And shortly after said it, I was thinking, was that too much? Was that too intense? Was that too adversarial? Because I was analysing it and doing a sanity check, meaning how accurate is this, what disproves it, steel man, straw man, etc. This argument, and I thought, well, it can't be exactly true, things like that. And then I realised implicitly we have to be careful what topics we mix with women. In this context, it was about money. So I then realised, and actually, you have to be careful with regards to what role, interesting word to use, the man and woman would have in a relationship and what they need to know about the other thing. There's a crossover there. You could argue it's communication at a deeper level, but also it's not necessary. Knowing what to communicate and what's not necessary. In a sense of, oh, I just breathed, or I just sneezed. Is it necessary really to communicate that? It's excessive, it's too much noise. Noise to signal ratio is out of whack. So then we can say, right, well, in the context of relationships and women, for example, we could say, right, well, the man ought to be, we could say, the divider in this context between the grittiness of the world, business and money and contracts and negotiations, and her building the home. We could say we want to create an environment where these things don't need to mix. The man is providing and building and creating, enabling things to happen. And we could say the woman is building and enabling a life and a home. Life to be lived and a home to be built and enjoyed. Not literally, not physically built, but in a sense of decorated, to say more down to earth, decorated. What kind, the minor, no. The minor, the lesser decisions to be made, not to demean them, but in a sense of what colour is the sofa. That's not so important compared to where's the money coming from to pay next week's bills, for example, or next month's bills. Those kind of level of things, of decisions. And then we can say, we don't need to mix them too much or at all. That's the interesting variability here. That's why I was thinking, was it adversarial what I said? But okay, because not everyone needs to know. Again, I just sneezed, or I just breathed. No one needs to know. So then you say, right, well, the man needs to be building and creating, and the woman needs to be beautifying, let's say. Build and beautify. Okay, nice. But then she needs to be beautifying life without needing to worry about things over here. For example, the credit card. Is the credit card paid off and all the rest? How much money is there? Doesn't need to worry about that in an ideal scenario. Of course, life and situation and circumstances within reason. But then also, does the man really care what colour the sofa is, for example? Not really. He's more interested in the nitty-gritty world, the nitty-gritty world out there, to build and create and achieve, going out there hunting the woolly mammoth, bringing it back home for the family and the tribe, the community, things like that. It's that level of necessity, that level of necessity with regards to mix them together. Does she really need to know this detail, the contract, this bit of business over there, this negotiation? Does he really need to know about this particular thing at the sofa? How many, what shade of red it is, what shade of green it is, things like that. Again, I just sneezed, I just breathed, who needs to know? It's that kind of level of communication. So then we can say, and like I said earlier, careful what you're mixing in the relationship, what you're communicating even. Because we can go deeper to say, if there's too much noise in a communication, in messaging, too much noise, oh, I just sneezed, oh, I just breathed, oh, I just sneezed, I just breathed again, bing, 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 too much noise. And then invariably what happens is someone throws the baby out with the bathwater and just says, right, as a blanket statement, this is all noise. Even though it could be noise, signal, important message, noise. That, very powerful to understand. Careful what you mix in the relationship in terms of the communication. Does she really need to know? Does he really need to know? Yes, of course, we could say absolutist and share everything by all means, but again, We're into that problem, noise to signal ratio. It's too much. I don't need to know that. What is it? TMI. Too much information, we could say. But even that, we could say, is interesting with regards to who wants to know. And again, that's very subjective. Oh, he wants to know about the colour of the sofa, for example. He's paying for it, so he wants to know. He's going to use it. He's going to sit in it. He wants to know. She wants to know what's happening in his work out of curiosity, in a sense of soothing, whatever else. That very interesting, even deeper dynamics at play. But without going too deep, that's the interesting dichotomy at play. How much communication is too much communication in a relationship? How much communication is too much communication in a relationship? How much communication is too much communication in a relationship? Because again, what happens is, as I said earlier, you end up throwing the baby out with the bathwater. Noise, 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 noise. Signal. It's all noise. No, thank you. Careful what you share in a relationship. Careful how much communication there is. Powerful stuff. Yeah. But otherwise, Adrian's daily vlog, sharing smart stuff men should know. Subscribe for more, and you will see me tomorrow.